Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday morning. Happy Saturday morning. Y'all don't want to hear me sing first thing today. That is not what you guys want. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me of that. I will just await for people to join so that I can just fill you guys in on yesterday and today. Okay, I'm on a different tab right now, if you can't tell. I've jumped over to Facebook. Okay, now I guess I'll come back. The Autumn Heather says, "Morning, I stayed up to be here." I appreciate that. What do you like, a third shifter? You normally go to sleep? Shell says, "Good morning," because it's gonna be rough. We know. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Today is gonna be a rough day. Good morning, Sarah. I mean, I was going to put on makeup, but then I was just like, I don't see the point. Like, good morning, Lainey. I just don't, I'm already in my black. This is the only black dress that I have. I mean, it has to be appropriate enough. I know it has to be appropriate enough. And it'll actually be fitting with the weather because it is hot. It is already like 60 degrees around here. Like, I just cannot believe that. So yeah, today is Kiana's funeral. I'm leaving here in like well, we're leaving here at like 9:45 to head down there, but I'm still trying to decide what sort of makeup, um, if I want to do anything. Just definitely nothing on my eyes because like I know I'm an eye rubber and especially my mascara, it's not going to be a good look. Good morning, Keto like a lady. Michael says, "Hey, Autumn, I pray you have peace on this difficult day." Thank you so much, Michael. That means a lot to me. Good morning, Maria. Um, Thank you. Yeah, exactly. The Autumn Heather says 20 degrees warmer than the Arizona desert. Yes, it is hot. Well, it's not hot. 60 degrees isn't hot, but like unseasonably warm for December for sure. Good morning, Shelly. Patricia says, "Good morning, Autumn. I'm sending you comfort on this difficult day. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it." The Autumn Heather says, "Hey, hit that like button, folks, especially today." Yes, I appreciate it. You know, I'm not conflicted. I'm not going to say that. It's just I'm glad it's over and I'm relieved because my aunt Diane asked me today like how am I feeling about today and honestly and how does it, I don't know how this sounds but I'm just ready for it to be over. Like I'm just ready for it all to be over just so that she can just finally rest and that all these arrangements can be done because we've been going back and forth in like group texts about arrangements like who's doing this and who's paying for that and who contacted the funeral home and who's going to do this and it's just so much like and it's just like a constant reminder that she's not here and I'm just like I'm looking forward for it to be over. Lindsay says, "What happened?" My former roommate, Kiana, she passed away on December 20th. She's been battling cancer for a long time. So we kind of knew it was coming, but she finally passed on the 20th. And so they didn't want to have any of the arrangements or anything during the holiday. So her funeral and everything is today. Good morning, Tanisha. Oh, Keto Like a Lady says, "I wish there was a love button." I really appreciate that. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Keisha. Brooke says, "Good morning. We'll be thinking about you this morning." I really, really appreciate that. So I am yeah, headed to the funeral. Oh, I've also decided that I'm going to fast today. I don't know if I said I was going to do that tomorrow. You guys, if I'm going to be honest, I said yesterday, any of these past few days where I said I was fasting, I made it to like 2 or 3 o'clock and then I was just eating. I was just eating junk. So I'm really going to fast today. I didn't want it like to be cliche and say like in honor of Kiana. I mean, I just kind of thought like I could do that for her, just because I want today to be like Kiana focused and not food focused. So it's just, I feel like there's something on my face. But so I've decided I'm going to fast today, and that's really going to help me too, just because, I'm not too stressed about it at this time of year, but I have just been eating raggedy just for the sake of eating raggedy, and I know better than that. And I talked yesterday in detail about how I was looking forward to that cake on New Year's, so that Costco cake. And That will really be the thing that is like will be worth the wait. Everything else that I'm just eating is just I'm eating because it's there, and I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to eat bad food just for the sake of it being there. I want to truly enjoy what I'm having. See, there it is when the light hits it. I don't know what's going on there. And truly enjoy what I'm having. And so my plan is, and that always for me, that starts with a plan. So my plan is to fast completely today for Kiana. And then tomorrow is Sunday. It is Sunday night football. So Richard has already said that he will make us steak and chicken fajitas because that's my favorite. That's my favorite thing that he makes is steak fajitas. So we're gonna have just like a fajita night. We have chicken and steak and vegetables like peppers and onions and cheese and sour cream. Like it'll still be keto and keto ice cream. So, that'll be my one meal. I'm going to at it tomorrow. And then on Monday, fast. And then Tuesday, fast up until the evening festivities. And then, like I said, Tuesday and Wednesday, those are my, eat this before you got to throw it away day. And so I'm not going to feel any food guilt, any, no, nothing about enjoying all the Costco cake in icing that I can scrape into my mouth on those 2 days. And Tuesday, New Year's Day will be the last hurrah. Then I'm chucking everything and getting back on track because, my body deserves that. Like I deserve to get back on track and to get back to keto and to get back to feeling lean and amazing in the way that I know that I should be feeling. So that is my plan for the next few days. The Autumn Heather says earlier today, I had a moment like you. I know you are a strong woman, but I'm glad you aren't alone today. I mean, you're never alone with Amber and your mom. I know, right? But yeah, Amber unfortunately won't be able to be there because she's working. But yeah, I think my mom will be there. Yeah, and Richard's coming with me. And so I'm glad that we made. Oh, I did have something on my face. I'm glad that I made the announcement yesterday on Facebook and Instagram. If you didn't see, I just put us on blast. Because he'll be with me today and I'll be seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in a very long time. So I'm glad, they'll have some context of who he is. Denim Heather says, knowing Richard is there, yeah, it's reassuring. Yes. Focus on the happy memories. Exactly. And that's what I'm doing. Sarah says, don't be pressured for makeup. If you wear it, put on waterproof mascara. If you don't wear it, less thing to worry about when you cry. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going because I don't have waterproof mascara because like I don't live in that world where like I have different types of mascara. And B, I just know that I'm gonna just be doing a lot of rubbing and I don't want to have to like think about how I need to wipe my face for the sake of makeup. That's just not that is just not what I'm interested in doing. Tanya says, good morning. My thoughts are with you today. I appreciate that. Lizette says, good morning. Made a live. Smash that like button before joining. Thank you. That is the best habit to have, Lizette. I thank you so much. Sakura says, hi, Autumn from Chicago. Love your energy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. Lindsay says, congratulations on your engagement. And I really appreciate that. Yes. Struggle forever says the only thing you have on your face is beauty. Now that is cute. Keto like a lady says, who is Richard? Where you been? I've only been talking about him for the past 3 days. So I could imagine how you wouldn't know who Richard is. But Richard is my secret, longtime boyfriend, newly turned fiance. We got engaged on Christmas. So I've actually been dating someone since March of 2019, and we made it soups a fish on Christmas when we got engaged. He knew for a long time when we were starting dating that I wanted to keep us private, that I had like an online presence and I wanted to keep us private till we were official. Because back in the day, I used to date a lot. I used to date because I was one of those like, hey, how you gonna know? How you gonna find that person if you don't like try on a lot of people, So my mom and my dad especially, they were just kind of like, look, don't introduce us to someone till it's serious. Like we're sick of getting to know these people only for it to not work out. So there had been like a big gap in between, my last stretch of dating and then, finding Richard. Like I said, when I went out to that concert in March, I was there as a favor to my best friend. I wasn't even thinking about anything. And then I met him there. He was working and we just were talking and, I gave him my phone number that night and we've just been together ever since, really, when you want to put it that way. So, um, yes, the Autumn Heather says check out the Insta pics. Yes, I'm going to put together, like I said, I'm going to put together a whole video about how we met and things like that, and just the timeline of events, and really he's been in the background a lot. You haven't noticed, but every time I post a picture on Instagram, or most of the thing I was doing at home, he's been there, and so it'll be fun to chronicle that back through a video. And then from there, on that video, which will probably come out in the first couple weeks of January, my goal, you know what, I'm going to put it out there, my goal is for it to come out before I go to Paris. Will be for people can comment on there and ask any questions that I did not answer in that video, and then I'll do like a separate Q&A, with him involved too. So if you have any questions for me, or if you straight up have any questions for Richard, you can post it on that video, and of course I'll talk about that there too. And then we'll just make a video talking about it. I don't know what people want to know. I love sharing, anything that I can with you guys. So I look forward to that as well. So, Keto Like Lady says, sorry, I don't get to see you during the week because of my work schedule. So that's okay. That is okay. Good morning, Gail. Hello, Jessica. Um, Shell says you need to warn someone before you start flashing the bling. I know, right? I asked, Lainey says, is Richard going to Paris? Richard is not going to Paris. This is a girls' trip. And he is so conflicted because he's so happy that we're going to go have a good time, but he's so sad that he's not going with me, which we talk about it a lot. We talked about how, because we're getting married in 2020, and we want to go to Europe for our honeymoon as well. So I said, that'll be our next big trip coming up. I also want to take him to New York too. He's never been to New York. And if you remember about me, New York is one of my favorite places on the planet. And I just want him to experience it. And his favorite basketball team is the New York Knicks. Why? I don't know. He's never been to New York. Like, he's born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. Why is your favorite basketball team the New York Knicks? I don't know. So I want to like take him to a game and stuff like that. I want to like Aladdin, like show him the world, like shining, shimmering, splendid type thing. So there's so many things I want us to do together. But yeah, no, Paris is just for the Goyles. Let's see. Good morning from Sanford, North Carolina. I love a Richard too. Say, aren't Richards the best? It is. I was going to say about Richard. Oh, somebody talked about the confusion of there being two Richards, and you guys, that was the toughest to sort out. Like, every time I refer to Richard, I would just have to say my boyfriend Richard, my best friend Richard. So, funnily enough, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I usually refer to them as White Richard and Black Richard. And that's how both of the Richards refer to each other too. Like, hey, how's Black Richard? That cracks me up. Oh, that just cracks me up. But yes, they get along so well, and I'm so glad that everything works out really well. So Carl says, I went to Paris in October by myself to get away. That's amazing. What are you gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know we're taking a pastry making class at some point, but other than that, I know we want to go to London for the day. I know we might hop a plane to some other places. Like, there is a lot that we want to do. Tanya says, I'm from NYC. I mean, how do you love it, or are you like tired of it? Because see, my cousins are from Las Vegas, and like they're just like, it's just Las Vegas. Literally, no one cares, even though it's like a huge tourist destination. But then there are also people from New York City that are just like, I love New York City. It's the best thing ever. Like, I've lived here my whole life and I'm still amazed by it day by day. Like, how are you? Because I know when I get there, I'm amazed by it day by day. Someone asked about the stone in your ring. I have no idea what this is. It's probably some sort of, no, I was going to say sapphire, but I just don't think that it is. I asked him today, I was like, did they give you like a write-up on what this ring is or something? And he said it's somewhere, so I'm going to look for it. But I'll tell you this is probably some sort of lab created gemstone, and it did not cost a lot of money. Like, I am so practical, and he did upgrade it with the little diamonds, or I don't know if these are diamonds around the band. Either way, I was just like, look, I'm super practical, okay? Jewelry is, it should be sentimental and valuable, but it does not have to be expensive. Like, I just don't value expensive jewelry. I value the way that it looks, like how it makes me feel, and like if I think it's pretty. So it's like it doesn't have to be expensive. And especially I knew that I didn't want diamonds, and I knew that I didn't find the value in diamonds. You're not going to convince me that some little bitty speck is worth $4,000 for the sake of it, being a diamond. I just don't care. So he knew that I wanted a gemstone, and that lab created gemstones are just molecularly identical to naturally occurring ones. Like, it was so practical. We went looking for rings, a couple of months ago. I just kind of wanted to get him used to, like, this is a jewelry store. This is how you interact with, with jewelry people. So, because, as women, comment, have you ever gone to a jewelry store to look for engagement rings knowing you ain't near a relationship? Because me and Amber used to go to jewelry stores and try on rings all the time with like no boyfriend whatsoever. But like, I don't know, maybe just as a woman, that's something you're more likely to do. So I had a lot of experience knowing, where to go, what to do, exactly the types of things that I liked. So I just kind of but he had never done that before because he has never loved somebody the way that he loves me. So I took him to the store just so he could get used to it. And like, we were pulling out, I was like, ooh, look, I want this ring here. And we would pull it out and the price tag would be like $275. And he'd be like, what? And I was like, I know. It doesn't have to be nuts. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. Like, I'm a reasonable person. And I'm sure that is why I got the matching necklace, and he threw in some earrings. Because, like, look, most men are probably expecting to spend at least $1,000 or $2. But I was like, don't do me like that, homie. Like, I don't even want that. Like, I just want what I think is the prettiest. Oh yeah. Yes, that makes me happy. Heather says, my friends and I did when we were teens. Exactly. Like, I've done that with Amber all the time. Lizette says, LOL, sure did. I thought it was me. Yes, no. For some reason, women do. Yeah, I don't want to generalize, but I definitely did that. Black Butterfly said, both of my husbands bought rings without me. They did good, but I should have been there. Yeah, I was just like, I want to show you what I like. Because also most guys think that you want some sort of diamond, and I was just like, no, I just want a big, pretty, colorful ring. Shell says, my wedding ring is amethyst. I'm a purple girl, not diamonds. Exactly. Kathleen says, I didn't go in and try engagement rings on, but I window shopped a lot. Exactly. My husband walked into a jewelry store asking for an engagement ring and telling them he didn't know what he was doing. Okay, here, we'll show you to the $10,000 section. Exactly. That's exactly what I didn't want. I wanted him to know, like, I know for a fact this is the sort of stuff she likes. Because even when we were going ring shopping and looking at all the other rings, like, some of that stuff would be sterling silver. Some of it would be some sort of carat gold. And the women were like, well, you really want to upgrade to like something gold or platinum because of the quality or whatever. I was just like, don't let them do it. Okay. This ring right here is sterling silver, and I've had it for like 15 years. Don't let them try you. Don't let them slip you the okie doke. So it's just like, I'm really happy at the result, but I was glad to be able to take him and show him the sorts of things that I liked. Patricia said, your ring is perfect. The accessories make it even better. Go Richard. I know, right? So I was just really, really happy. The Autumn Heather said, smash that like button, folks. I really appreciate it. And that makes me really happy. My man bought me a really big diamond ring. He was horrified when we went back to exchange it for a smaller ring because I wanted something I would love. I know, exactly. But one thing also that I had to realize, I guess that I didn't realize about buying a ring, is I thought it should be about what the woman wants, because it's like, hello, I'm going to be the one wearing it on my hand for the rest of my life. But it is also important that the man gets you what he wants you to have as well. Because there were some ones that I was looking at, I was like, oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. He goes, I don't really like that. And I'm just like, I don't care what you like. Like, it's about what's going on my hand. But the more, the more he told me about, like, he's like, no, this is supposed to be like the symbol of, like, the symbol of my love for you. And I was just like, oh, you should like that, shouldn't you? I was like, okay, well, we can settle on something we both like. So that's what I realized as well. So don't be, sad or like confused when they're like, oh, I want to like it too. Like, I want to like what I buy you as well. So I was like, okay, that makes total sense. It should totally be a collaborative effort. So let's see. Tanya says it was fun seeing the side of you when a man makes a lady male. Oh yeah, like I have no idea how much I could like someone. Like, I just think, and I know it's like the rose-colored glasses or whatever, but I just think he's the handsomest, most funny, just most intelligent. Like, it's like everything he does, I'm just like, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh." It's so funny. I just enjoy watching him and listening to him and just physically being around him. I never thought that I would enjoy just physically existing with someone. Like, he had to go, like every time when I would go drop off shirts and take them to the post office, he would just ride along, even if he stayed in the car. But we just did you come in this video? Oh my goodness. Oh, my honey bun. Everything's done and I'm ready. Yeah. Okay. So we have to buy honey buns. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get off of here because we do have to get ready to go. But yeah, like I just love being around him, and oh, he loves being around me. Yeah. Black Butterfly says, Autumn, I watch you a lot, but never really comment. I have to tell you, I've never seen you glow like this. God bless you both. No, I really, really, really appreciate that. So Stephanie says, started out with an emerald, but it's a soft gemstone and easily damaged. So put a solitaire diamond I was buying for a necklace into a wedding setting. Learned 4C of diamonds before the ABCs. I do. Color, cut, clarity, carrot? Is it carrot? Yes, I know all about that. So, yes, I really, really, I'm really going to be happy that he is with me today. But with that being said, so, I mean, I weighed myself today and it was 192.6. That's a 4 pound gain from yesterday. And I really, even if I haven't been sharing my weight, I've been stepping on the scale, but that I appreciate the fact that I stepped on the scale today because that was a wake up call. And that was just like, stop eating for the sake of eating. If you're not absolutely loving what you're eating, stop doing it. And, don't get me wrong. I had some oats yesterday and it was delicious, but all that other stuff, I was just eating for no reason. So that's another incentive. I was like, you know what? Today is not about food. Today is about Kiana. Today is about just, like fellowshipping and remembering her. So I'm not going to eat anything today. And today I'm going to drink a lot of water. Today is about flushing out my system. Tomorrow will be about football and it'll be about, spending time with Richard. And so we're going to have our fajitas. And then Monday, I'm back to work. Like Monday I'm working. Tuesday I'm working until the holiday. So it's just like, stop, and I'm telling you that if you're just like, woo, it's the holidays, I'm just going to eat crazy for no reason. Like I urge you, like, reevaluate that. Like, is the stuff that you're eating the best stuff ever? Or are you just eating random stuff for the sake of being off plan? Like, like that stepped on the scale today. I was just kind of like, girl, no, like you're better than that. And like I said, when I get that cake, I am going to eat as much cake as humanly possible. But until then, I don't need any of this random stuff. Like, it'll always be here. Oats will always be here. Doritos will always be here. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I am determined, hence the challenge of the month's name. I'm determined not to just be eating crazy for eating crazy's sake. And I will say I've gotten a little bit off track these past couple days, but I'm committed to ending the year strong. So I urge you to do that as well. Okay, so Maria says, I had the same wake-up call this morning. Awesome. That is We got this. So think about that. Reevaluate what you're doing these last few days of the year, and let's do it. Okay, everybody. I will talk to you tomorrow. Keep me in your thoughts today. Maybe I'll post somewhere else, Instagram, Facebook. I don't know. I'll post somewhere, but I really appreciate you taking the time to sit with me this morning. Have a great Saturday, and I will catch you tomorrow at 9:30. 9:30 in the morning. Bye.